Keith Peterson.
All Bellator fights tonight are under the unified rules of MMA, so elbows to the head are allowed, both standing and on the ground. Brett Cooper versus Alexander Shlemenko for a place in Bellator's Season 5 middleweight tournament, which is set to begin in September. Fight. The bell in round number 1.
See Cooper coming in with a lot of intensity, but, man, Russian fighters are unflappable.
Brett Cooper is in the black, white, and red trunks. Alexander Shlemenko is in the white, black, and orange trunks. Cooper just missed with that inside left.
Look for that lead right to be thrown a lot by Cooper. It's a money shot against the southpaw.
Shlemenko letting go with the hands. Cooper fires right back.
Something's wrong with his eye. He's blinking pretty heavily.
These two did train together in Southern California last year. Push kick by Shlemenko. Cooper said really he wasn't that impressed with the Russian.
Well, there's one thing. I mean, there's training and sparring, and then there's fighting. Not a lot of guys give it everything they have in sparring.
Shlemenko, many times through his Russian translator, has told us he wants to represent pure strikers in mixed martial arts and show that a pure striker can succeed at the highest levels of this sport.
Yeah, but I think calling him a pure striker isn't giving credit to his abilities. He showed a good ground game in his fights. Spent a lot of time on his back. Still was able to hold his own. I think that's important.
Shlemenko, if you've not seen him before, is a very unorthodox striker. Switch kicks, push kicks, spinning back fists, spinning back kicks, jump kicks, knees.
You see the left eye of Brett Cooper is dark red. I think that shot just caught, one of the right hands just caught him in the eye.
Shlemenko now stalking Cooper.
So he's blinking heavily beginning.
Big left hand by Shlemenko.
Good combinations.
Oh, that right eye is a mess on Brett Cooper's face. Another big shot by Shlemenko and the Russian pounces.
Wow, Cooper just getting a little bit overwhelmed here. He started out aggressively, and a lot of guys, you start out aggressive, and you taste that power, and you realize, man, I'm in a fight.
The right eye looks bad, the left eye looks worse for Brett Cooper. Straight right into the left eye of Cooper by Shlemenko. He targeted that punch.
Cooper going for the takedown. Not many pure strikers can stop a takedown like that. Make no mistake, Shlemenko's a mixed martial artist. Oh, great spinning back kick right to the ribs.
Shlemenko lives in Omsk, Russia, which is in the Siberian region of Russia. Trained there for this fight, arrived in the United States on Thursday afternoon.
You heard what he said in his piece. He said, hey, you could be a criminal or an athlete. You have to give it 100% out there. And we've seen some wars in Russia, Sean. Guys you've never heard of that just have amazing skills.
It's never good to generalize, Jimmy, but I will on this occasion. Russian fighters, in our experience, are extremely tough.
They're tough. They're just tenacious. Nothing really affects them.
Spinning back kick there by Shlemenko.
And see how it's so short. He doesn't need a lot of range to throw it. Oh,
big spinning back fist.
Another good right hand, and now Shlemenko's hurt.
It was the big right hand on the counter by Cooper. Cooper said
Shlemenko's cut over his left eye.
Straight left hand by the Russian and a right hand back by the American.
Yeah, this is the war we expected, Sean. Cooper just swinging a little too wide. He's giving Shlemenko a lot of opportunities with those wide punches.
Shlemenko down on a slip, pops right back. A big welt now on the forehead over the left eye of Alexander Shlemenko. Just bullies down Cooper.
Man, neither one of these guys is thinking about round number 2, Sean.
Again, the winner gets direct entry into Bellator's Season 5 middleweight tournament set to begin in September.
Man, these guys are fighting like this fight means everything, and it does. You talk to Cooper about the tournament, he says, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about Alexander Shlemenko. You can tell by the way he's fighting.
Shlemenko told us through his Russian translator, I'm thinking about the tournament because I'm thinking about a rematch with Hector Lombard.
And not many people want a rematch with Hector Lombard. That says a lot about his tenacity and character.
That fight last October, that was for Lombard's title. And the Cuban-born Hector Lombard defended his title, winning a 5-round unanimous decision versus Shlemenko.
But Shlemenko was in that fight from start to finish. He was never mentally broken. And that's important. I think a lot of people are broken before they get in the cage with Hector Lombard. Not Shlemenko. Just slowing down the pace here, but man, you can only strike like they are for so long.
Shlemenko just missing with that left hand. Both fighters back to their feet. Closing stages of a very entertaining round number 1. And fist by Shlemenko, then a right hand.
Good in and out. 1-2 and then out, not giving Cooper a target after he punches.
Bad mouse under the left eye of Alexander Shlemenko.
Cooper said he wasn't impressed with Shlemenko in sparring. I wonder if he's impressed with him now.
Both men will fight to the bell. Head kick thrown by Shlemenko.
Man, that whole round is one long highlight, but here, beautiful spinning back fist by Shlemenko right on the button. Cooper's legs went out, but he answers back with a huge right hand. That story of this fight, bombs going back and forth.
Round number 2 of this Bellator middleweight tournament qualifier. Brett Cooper versus Alexander Shlemenko at place, a spot in season number 5. 3 judges scoring cage side for the state of New Jersey. Jimmy, on your scorecard.
I have it 10-9 Shlemenko, a little bit more effective with the strikes. I think he landed harder shots and was a little bit more accurate.
Brett Cooper is in the black, white, and red trunks. Alexander Shlemenko is in the white, black, and orange trunks. Cooper's left eye doesn't look great. Not as obvious as Cooper's right eye. There are a lot of unnatural blanks coming from the right eye of Brett Cooper. Shlemenko has an abrasion on his forehead, above his left eye, and a mouse under his left eye.
And great job with that lead hook. Catching Cooper coming in.
Inside kick there by Brett Cooper.
Cooper still pressing the action. You know, what's interesting is you talk all you want about the spinning attacks, the unorthodox shots. It's been the tight, straight shots that have been landing, like that elbow. The tight, straight shots have been catching Cooper coming in. He's been a little bit wild.
Spinning back kick again by Shlemenko. Inside kick there by Cooper on the thigh. Left hand by Shlemenko.
I like that lead hook.
Jimmy, Brett Cooper told us that when Shlemenko was throwing all of his spinning strikes that he would pounce, he would shoot. We haven't seen that.
Well, it's because he's been setting him up with straight shots right down the pipe. So it's 1-2, nice straight shots, and then he throws a spinning one. He's not leading off with these spinning attacks. He's throwing a lot of straight shots as well. So Cooper's worried about coming in. He's catching that right hook and the left hook, the lead hook, all the time.
Live next Saturday night right here on MTV2. It's Bellator 45, the final event of Bellator's 4th season. The card will feature the championship bout of both the featherweight and light heavyweight tournaments. The broadcast will begin at our regular Bellator starting time, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central.
And big right hand by Cooper dropped Shlemenko momentarily. Don't know how cleanly it landed. And both these guys just putting everything into every shot.
A lot of pressure applied there by Cooper. Throwing a knee high into the thigh of Shlemenko. Again, the right knee thrown by Cooper.
One thing about Shlemenko is when he's pressed, when he's in pressure positions, like, you know, on his back or up against the cage, he tends to stall and wait for the referee to break it up. That takes a lot of time. We saw a lot against Hector Lombard. Lombard would take him down, and Shlemenko would look at the ref like, you know, when are you going to stand me up, rather than scramble.
Shlemenko was clear that he did not want to play on the ground in this fight. If taken down, and he thought Cooper would try to take him down a lot, he was going to try to scramble back up to his feet immediately.
You see here, he's on his feet now, looking at the ref like, hey, when are you going to break us up? Rather than rolling or spinning or trying to get out of this position.
Waist cinch now held by Cooper, looking for a belly-to-back suplex, couldn't find it.
Problem is, that takes a lot of energy lifting him back up like that.
The pace is slowed from round 1 to here in round 2, but Jimmy, how could it not?
Well, that's a better fight for Cooper, too. He wants a slower pace. I don't think that wild striking battle that he lost in round number 1 is a good strategy. He wants to be here, take the energy out of Shlemenko.
Shlemenko looking to our referee, Keith Peterson. Belly to back attempt again by Cooper. Didn't quite get it on the suplex.
Yeah, but he spent a lot of this round in bad position. Not horribly bad, but up against the fence where his strikes have been negated. He doesn't want Cooper to eke out this round.
Clever spin by the Russian Alexander Shlemenko.
Now, Shlemenko on top. Let's see if he does the ground and pound or if he just stands up.
Big right hand to the ribcage there by the Russian.
He's so efficient with his strikes. Remember, this is where he finished Brian Baker, was with ground and pound.
Shlemenko allows Cooper to stand. Both fighters to the center of the cage on their feet. Shlemenko just missed with that right hand. Land with a spinning back fist.
Man, the timing on that spinning back fist has been impeccable. He hasn't thrown a ton of them. He's just been so efficient with it.
Fighters watch Shlemenko and they say, I'll never be hit by that. It's ridiculous, and they get hit by that.
Well, he does a good job of disguising it, especially in this fight.
There was the promised shot. Cooper got it off the spinning back fist and the miss by Shlemenko.
This has been Shlemenko's weakness so far in this round, is he's up against the fence, but not trying to do a whole lot, kind of waiting for the ref to save him. But
warning by referee Keith Peterson and Alexander Shlemenko for holding the cage. The problem is Shlemenko does not speak English. Peterson doesn't speak Russian.
Highly unlikely.
Cooper holding that single leg in the dying seconds of round number 2. At place, a stake in Bellator's Season 5 middleweight tournament. Body kicked in the left hand. Our third and final round, and there is the bell. Round number 3 of this Bellator middleweight tournament qualifier. Again, the winner gains direct entry into Bellator's Season 5 middleweight tournament, which will begin this September. Jimmy, on your scorecard.
I have it 2 rounds to none for Shlemenko. Last round, obviously a lot closer. Brett Cooper had that body clinch a lot, but didn't do a lot with it. Wow, another beautiful spinning back fist.
Spinning back kick by the Russian. Shlemenko just missed the mark. The American Brett Cooper is in the black, white, and red trunks. Alexander Shlemenko from Omsk, Siberia, Russia, is in the white, black, and orange trunks. Knee by Shlemenko.
You know, he lost to Hector Lombard, Shlemenko did, but he outstruck Lombard in that 5th round. He's very tenacious. He's unorthodox. He can bang with anybody in this division.
Shlemenko slowly moving forward.
This is a guy who turned it on in the 5th round, so, you know, I can't see him slowing down in this 3rd round.
Shlemenko missing badly with that spinning back fist. Cooper may have caught the timing of that. Good knee to the body by Shlemenko.
And that's what's setting up. You see the straight right down the pipe. Basic, solid boxing.
Jimmy, over our years together as commentators in mixed martial arts, we've heard a lot of great things in fighter meetings.
Oh, man, great back fist.
The greatest thing I've ever heard in a fighter meeting, before his Bellator debut versus Matt Major last year, Alexander Shlemenko said through his Russian translator, "My knee strikes are a gift from God." And there was no irony in that statement.
His timing is just great.
Nice left hand by Shlemenko.
You know, credit to Brett Cooper, still moving forward, still trying to land his strikes.
Single leg shot by Cooper. Surprisingly, though, Shlemenko has not thrown a lot of knees in this fight.
Not a ton, but you know, the range with his hands and his straight shots has been really good. So Cooper really hasn't been, and then throws it as Cooper comes in.
Waist cinch by Shlemenko. He just let it go.
Now he's been leading with him.
Shlemenko, a rare Russian in mixed martial arts that has no solid background. Spinning back kick misses the mark from Shlemenko. This round, spinning back fist. Spinning strikes are landing like they did in round 1 for the Russian Shlemenko.
Very hard to read left.
Bounce now in the second. Shlemenko misses over the top. I think Cooper has the timing now.
He does, and Shlemenko's not as good. I don't think when he leads with it. It's much better when he throws a couple of straight shots. He bent him over.
Cooper on all fours, dropped by that knee. Shlemenko lets his man up, then throws a right hand. He does not want to play on the ground.
He does not. Cooper's tired, but he's still throwing.
Bounce in the step of Shlemenko. Short right hand on the inside by Cooper.
Good short left.
With the left.
Good short left to the body by Shlemenko.
Spinning back fist by Shlemenko.
And answers with the right hand. Spun, didn't get it, came back right with that right hand. That's great combo.
Closing stages of this Bellator middleweight tournament qualifier. At stake, a place in season number 5.
And Shlemenko still has a very high striking output. He's still throwing a lot of strikes, still very accurate, doesn't look winded at all.
Again, Shlemenko missing over the top of the spinning back fist, throws the knee. Cooper down once more. I think that may be a partial slip.
Cooper's just fatigued. He's very tired. I mean, he's still throwing hard.
Big uppercuts there by Cooper. And misses with the right hand. Another knee, then a left by Shlemenko. Straight left hand by Shlemenko.
I think Cooper knows he needs a knockout in order to win this fight.
Into the 15th and final minute of this fight. Now it's Cooper coming forward. Spinning back fist. That landed by Shlemenko. Uppercut by Cooper. Left uppercut by Cooper.
Man, these guys are letting all hang out. 30 seconds left. There's no quit in either one of these fighters. And this has been a war. This is exactly what we expected.
Spinning back kick did not fully land by Shlemenko. Dying seconds now of this fight. Right hand, then a right hand counter by Cooper. A big left hand by Cooper.
And both guys still throwing bombs all the way to the bell.
The bell, the end of a very entertaining fight.
30-27, I gave all 3 rounds to Shlemenko.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance inside the Bellator cage, we'll go to your judges' scorecards. Judge Sue Sanadad scores it 30-27. Judge Jeff Blatnick scores it 30-28. Your third and final judge, John Billick, scores it 29-28. All for the winner by unanimous decision, now securing his place in the Bellator Season 5 middleweight tournament, Alexander Shlemenko.
Now 32 professional wins for 26-year-old Russian Alexander Shlemenko. We will see him in Bellator